100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. Throwing on first down. Newman got his man, Robbie Anderson. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first and 10, Newman. And Anderson's got it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A huge play there for Denver, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Newman. Thomas has got it. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Push it back. Push it back. First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newman. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Newman. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns drive about to get started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, 57, 57. Slam.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Off the play fake. Newman. They're in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Newman. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go, D.
Third down, here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Newman. And Thomas has it. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
58 to Mike. Come on, D. 58, right over the right.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Newman. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Newman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newman looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wait! I got little lady! Watch the screen! Hey, Ripley!
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
He's coming. We got double up. Attack. Joker. Check nine.
On first down, this is Geis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Hey, 43, 15.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Newman. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. On first down, Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's first and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let's go.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On 1st and goal, Drake. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Looking to throw. Newman. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's third down. The Broncos on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
17, Mike 17. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Operating from the gun. Newman. Flushed out right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. 3 down. He's crashed. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Into the secondary again. And down to the 7-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a run with Geis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ground, it's Geis. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
64, weak. Attack.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Newman. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick.
In a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take.
So So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Denver, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.